All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. And salutation and much love to Akim out there pushing out his word in truth and sincerity. This is the brother Ash coming back with another quick lesson on the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast. Which is the implantable microchip. Okay. And just gonna go into this article, bring out some information. And we're gonna go through the same scriptures usually bring out. But 2 Corinthians 2:11 says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." So we understand what's going on with their agenda. We understand why they're doing certain things, moving to digital currency, so on and so forth, setting up this different infrastructure that you've been seeing established for the last couple of years now. Well, now it's all coming together, and the next move is to completely get rid of the fiat currency, or paper money, and move to this digital currency that the central banks are, as we speak, setting up. So this is wired.co.uk, all right, sponsored by JP Morgan Payments. It says, inside the digital wallet revolution, they reinvented payments, and they're about to change so much more. All right. And what does the scripture talk about? What you're going to need to buy and sell, or to make payments in the future. All right. Any kind of payment, any kind of transaction, you're going to need the mark of the beast according to the scriptures. All right. Let's just get that real quick. Revelation 13:16. And he called it all small, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had that mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So the scriptures, the Bible is telling us that you're going to need a mark to buy and sell, or to create, or to have transaction payments. That's what buying and selling is. A transaction is a payment system. All right. And what is this move? What do you have in a wallet? Well, they're moving to digital wallets. In wallets, you have ID, your money, your cards, a bunch of information. Well, now they're just moving it digitally. So let's read. I'm not going to read this whole thing. Lord's will, I'll put it in the description box. And if you want to read it, go ahead and read it all. But I'm just going to hit on some key points that I found interesting. Okay, it says it started with a bang in September 2011. So they've been working on this for a long time. This ain't nothing new. This whole digital wallet idea. And then this last couple years with this plan, the greatest boogeyman of all time, the C19. That really catapulted this digital ID. But it says Google posted a video on its YouTube channel promoting a new mobile payment service. It was a reworked version of a famous scene from the sitcom Seinfeld, and showed George looking at a poster for something called Google Wallet. Intrigued, he tears a reminder strip off the bottom of the poster and tries to cram it into his leather wallet, which is already overstuffed with cash, receipts, and banknotes. It's the final straw. The wallet explodes in a shower of cards and paper, and its entire contents are scattered to the wind. So yeah, this is going to be pushed as convenient. All right. Says the answer, a digital wallet. Google had partnered with MasterCard, and this is the things that are actually, that was a skit they did, but this is the things that are actually happening. You got Visa, MasterCard partnering with these digital avenues to make these things digital, the digital currencies, and even allowing transaction of cryptocurrencies through these different banks. It says, in others, to let people make payments in a store simply by waving their phone at a special cash register, as one commentator of the time described. Well, they've been conditioning people with these tapless, or these RFID chip cards, debit cards, all right, and credit cards. All you gotta do is tap it or wave it over the machine, and as well with the phones. And now I think it's Amazon or Whole Foods, or they're one and the same, but you can pay with your palm. You just put your palm, it recognizes the biometrics, So that everything is being conditioned to lead the people to this system, and all the infrastructure is already in place. While your ass was at home, they were setting up 5G towers, the small cells, changing over all the stores to this contactless payment. Hell, now there's the gas station next to my house. It's you. The cashiers are useless. You don't even need them anymore. You just put your whatever you're buying in the on top of this. Lord's will, I'm gonna record it next time I go. Well, pretty much you just put all your items on the counter. It reads them with cameras, and then it totals it up, and then you just pay the machine. No, you don't need nobody to come. Unless you got some alcohol, and then you gotta show them an ID. But other than that, you just pay. You can pay with cash. You can pay with card, which clearly they're moving to cards because, if let's say the digital ID, they wouldn't need nobody to come check your ID. It'd be all part in the chip. Everything would be on the chip. Your information, who you are, how old you are, all right, your funds, your social credit score, all that. All right. This says the technology may be complex, but the principle is simple. The digital wallet, and I'm right here. Right here. The digital wallet stores your encrypted card details, and when you make a payment either in store via near field NFC, which is RFID, between devices or online, those details remain secure thanks to tokenization. The wallet generates a single-use token made of random numbers rather than sending your actual card information. And what if you lose that though? So again, look here. They show the chip right there, and it's linked to everything: your ID, your bank, your biometrics, your profiles, your social media profiles, all right, the World Wide Web, okay, your Bitcoin, your stocks, the currencies, because it's leading to new world currency, which is going to be digital. All right, it says digital wallets, and this is one of the main things people are going to end up taking this mark because they don't want to lose their lives and the convenience of it. Especially if you got some kind of money, or if you don't even got money, well, you want to keep living, you want to keep getting paid, you want to eat. Well, that's going to lead people over the edge. This is second Corinthians. Oh, my Salakia, not second. We read that on already. First Timothy is what I want. 6 and 10. First Timothy 6 and 10 says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil, while some coveted after they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows." So ultimately, they're gonna pierce themselves with the Karaks, and it's gonna lead to many sorrows. Okay, but it was for the love of money, so they're not gonna want to lose their money because that they lose their money and they love their lives. So if they lose their money, they lose those lives. So people idolize this money. Okay, that's their god. Okay. So yeah, it's just going in on a bunch of e-commerce. Then it goes in on just the different platforms or all this digital currency or digital wallet, digital currencies is it all interconnected. Okay. And they got the super apps where it's one app that has hundreds if not thousands of apps all connected together. Okay, they piloted that in China. Okay, the super apps. But let me get to the part where they speak about the mark, because it's all interconnected. All this system, this is the new world order. Okay, and look, where do they have it? In his hand. All this information is connected to his hand. Why? Because he got a chip, and it's gonna be run off of used with super apps, where puts all your apps in one, pretty much, making your life easier as they're gonna portray. It says in 2010, Mike Lazardis, the founder of BlackBerry, coined the term super app to describe a closed ecosystem of many apps that people would use every day because they offer such a seamless, integrated, contextualized, and efficient experience. And this is how the devil is deceiving. He's going to deceive by making this look like it's the best thing since sliced bread. He's going to make it seem like it's what's going to save you. It's going to save the earth. But in reality, it's going to get you destroyed. WeChat is one of the super apps. Here it says it has grown to become China's app for everything. Okay, the WeChat, they've been testing, piloting it over there. All right, so let me get to the chip now. So where is it at? Because again, all this crypto, all these super apps is all going to be tied around the market of beast. Okay, let me see where it is. Look, everything's tied around. Everything's moving to the Internet of Things. Everything's digital. Metaverse this and metaverse that. Smart computer, smart toaster, smart vacuum cleaner, smart goggles, smart dog, smart liquor, smart lights, light bulbs. Everything is moving to the internet. And what's next will meet the Internet of Payments. You've heard the term Internet of Things. Well, now the Internet of Payments, which is going to be via the microchip, is here. All right. And here's the proof. It says we are accustomed to waving our smartphones at the till, but London-based startup Walletmore lets you simply wave your hand. Yeah, that's why they're conditioning you to use contactless payments for years now. And then especially with Apple Pay, Google Pay, all that, you can use your phone, you can use your wireless, your RFID card. Okay, it's all been conditioning. It says in August this year, the company's 1,000th customer paid 199 pounds, I guess, or euros, to have a Bali. And here's the thing I was mentioning in my video earlier this week. They're not going to come out and say, oh, it's a microchip, RFID microchip, or implantable, RFID, NFC market. No, this is what they're going to call it: a biopolymer payment device, subcutaneously implanted under the skin on the side of their hand. You see how bullshit ESO is? The biopolymer payment device, subcutaneously implanted under your skin. Instead of just coming out forth and say the not the market, but the RFID microchip, because we've been saying that for years. But what the scriptures say that this is you're gonna need this mark right here to what? To buy and sell. And what do they call it? A biopolymer payment device. And what is a payments again? You know what? Let's see if the online etymology, see what it says about payments. Payment. No, Paymaster. Says payment, action of paying, which is what? You buying something. Repayment of debt, amount due as a payment, meaning thing or sum of money given to the discharge of a debt. And what is that? That's buying and selling. To pay. There you go. To appease, pacify. That's the point, though. A payment is something you're buying, all right, or selling, because you can sell your time when you go to work. You're selling your time for money. How you gonna get paid though if you don't have this biopolymer payment device? Well, that's where the trust and fear in Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna come in. It says the size of a small safety pin. See, they had to change the verbiage, because we've been saying the size of a grain of rice, RFID implantable microchip. Now it's called a biopolymer device. Yeah, okay. It says the size of a small safety pin and about a millimeter thick. It consists of an integrated circuit in a metal sheath that acts like an antenna. Once it's been linked to an online digital wallet, it acts like any contactless card or smartphone. Just move your hand over the payment terminal and ka-ching. So there you go, man. There you go. It's all going to be tied to this: the wallet, digital wallet, your online credit score, your social score. All right. Now all that's going to be affected through your social media. If you speak up against something, you lose points. If you use certain words, you're going to lose points till they just shut you down, or freeze your money. But hey, we're here. We're at the door any day now. The hour of temptation is coming, man. And you have to keep the faith to be able to endure to the end. So we'll end off on that. Revelation 3 and 10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. And it's gonna be very tempting, because it's not gonna be a way to participate in society, buy food, buy water. It's not gonna be possible without getting this chip. But the elect, all right, the servants of the Lord will be protected and they will be taken care of because they've served the Lord. So now the Lord's going to fight for you. The scriptures say, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. It says, we shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So this time is quickly approaching, and there's going to be some perilous, evil, dark times. And if you're not mentally and spiritually prepared for it and trusting Yahweh Shem Yahushua, then you're going to be caught out there and likely perish. So with that, shalom.